Hi, welcome back. It has been quite a while since I've been here on YouTube and I have missed you all. So I'm back and I want to chat about my journals, how my summer has been in my journals, and also do a little bit of journaling with you too. So it'll be a casual, chatty catch-up video and you'll get to see what I've been doing in my few months off. It's been a very packed summer. We moved, we're wedding planning, we've been traveling, lots of fun things happening over the summer, so not a lot of time for filming. But now that we're into the fall, into September, we have a little bit more time and I have been dying to come back and make some more videos and chat with you all about journaling. So thank you for being here. I wanted to first talk about my 5-year, which, as you might have known, at the beginning of the year, I decided to take a break from, which was a shame because, like I just said, a lot has been going on this year. But my 5-year that I started in 2023 was a great thing at first. And then over time, I became really particular about making sure that I actually fill in every single day. Even if I haven't written in it for a couple of weeks, I always made sure that I went back and would make sure every single day was filled in. And while that was great because it means there's no blank spots, it actually ended up becoming a chore and kind of something that I felt obligated to do instead of something I was excited to do, especially on those days where I felt like nothing really happened or I didn't really know what to write. And I ended up burning myself out because at the beginning of this year and end of last year, we went on a trip and it was amazing. That's where we got engaged in Japan, and we also went to Hong Kong. And I came back after almost 3 weeks away, and the prospect of backfilling everything and then also making sure that I did everything going forward was just too much. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna step back and take some time away from it and see how I feel. And while I am sad about that a little bit, I think it was for the best because I've been really drawn toward it a lot more recently, and I've started to fill in the pages again. Even when I miss a couple days, I'll go back, not because I feel like I'm obligated to, but because I want to fill it in. And it's been fun to read my previous entries as well. And then I go back, and if there's other people that are involved in these memories or something, I will message them and say, hey, a year ago today, guess what happened? Do you remember this? And they'll be like, wow, I can't believe that's a year ago. So it's also fun to share it with other people. And I think I'm going to try to continue it further. So later on in this video, when there's the journal with me portion, I'll fill in a few days worth. I think today is the 8th. And the last entry was on the 3rd that I did. So I'll be filling in that with you a little bit later. Something else I read about and some people gave me as advice was if you don't really know what to fill in that day, or it was a particularly hard day, or you just can't really remember what happened, you can always write down what you're grateful for or things that you're really happy about that are happening in your life, even if they're not very specific to that day. And so I've started to take that advice too, and some days I'll just write out like, I'm really grateful for my family, or for my mom organizing this elaborate bridal shower for me that was super amazing, you know, things like that, even if they didn't happen on that day. So that is my goal for the rest of the year, is to see how much I can keep up with it. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. Instead, I'm just going to see what happens. But I think it's a lot easier too with the previous year already filled in, because at least I want to read what's there. And then it's already open, it's already on the table. I usually have a pen nearby anyway, so I'm like, great, I'll just spend a couple of minutes and fill in that day. In terms of other journaling that I've been up to lately, one of the things, I'm looking around here, one of the most fun things that I have done recently is actually travel journaling. I want to make some more videos about this in the future, but I've been using my TN passport, and people make fun of me because I keep it in this bag. I got this when I was in Japan at the factory store, and I think it's just such a cute little accessory, and I love making sure everything stays together because I tend to put, oh, it's not in here. Oh, usually I put one of these Leuchtturm1917 degreeful pens inside, and then if it falls out in my bag, then I can't find it. So if I put it in its own little bag, then everything stays together. Anyway, so in this little journal, I've been using it quite a lot. And when I went on my trip just recently, we got back a couple of weeks ago, I decided to start a new insert specifically for traveling and writing in whatever we did every day. So it'll actually be pretty easy for me to go back into my 5-year if I wanted to and fill it in to have all the memories kind of in one place. But I started this new insert, and I have this little clip with the airplane on it, very obviously thematic to the thing. And we went on a Spain and Italy and France cruise. I need to add in France there. And I just wrote everything we did during the day and a little bit about the weather, and something I started to do because I brought this and a few pens, and that was it. And this is my, if you don't know, this is my A6 sticker book that I use religiously. I love it so much. I was just actually filling it in last night. I was cutting out some pet tapes that I got from a friend and sticking them in here. It's just such an easy way to use up stuff. There's even washi tape sample stickers and stuff in here. Anyway, so I brought this with me, which gave me a lot of options without any of the mess or the hassle of having to cut things out. So I brought that with me, and I brought a couple of pens with me. And what I did was I started off with a little collage, and every day that I filled in usually was a few pages worth. And I used a Kaweco pen. Actually, no, I didn't. I used my TWSBI Diamond 580 pen. I filled it in with different ink, but this is, I believe this is Mystic Mountain, or maybe it's not. Anyway, it looks like it. But I used this beautiful blue purple ink, and I would just write out what happened that day. And then whenever I finished the page, usually there was extra space, and I didn't want to just start the same day underneath. So I just did a little collage at the end of each entry, which is usually about a page or more, just to fill in the space and also have fun with the stationery that I brought. So I started doing that as a fun addition to add some color and some stationery into it. You can see here my pen leaked. And I started doing these little stickers at the beginning of each day. I would put a little bit about the weather. Anyway, I won't show you every single one, but that is what I did for this trip. And then when I ran out of ink, I switched to the Leuchtturm1917 black gel pen. It's the perfect pen for traveling around, and it's pretty sturdy because it's metal. And I don't know, I just really like it. Here's another little collage. Anyway, so I'll do another video about travel journaling in general, but that's sort of the approach I took. And my idea here is, because I am just over halfway through this insert, I want to do a full spread travel journal, like my how to start a travel journal video, where we went on another Mediterranean cruise and I did full page spreads of lots of ephemera and some photos and then a little bit of writing. And I want to do that version of a travel journal for this trip too. But now I have sort of a really nice, while I'm on the trip, journal with all my thoughts and all the little details, which is really helpful. And then what I'll do is whatever ephemera, this is all the ephemera that I brought back with me, whatever ephemera I don't use in that other journal, I'm just going to paste in my favorites here and add like a little note about what it is. I think I have, yeah, we went to Casa Barrio, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that, but in Barcelona, it was one of the Gaudi houses. And if I didn't use it in my other journal, I would just literally paste it in here and maybe get a fun pen color and a couple stickers and just write like, went to Casa Barrio on this day, whatever. And then here is the little pin backing card from a pin that I bought. Let me know if you want to see more of the things I picked up, the souvenirs, fun things that I brought back with me. I have quite a few fun things. Not all of them are journaling related, but I'm happy to chat about those as well as my travel journal. So let me know if anybody's interested in that. I also really love the gold stickers and numbering the different inserts. So this is one that I almost filled up. It's just my, I think I have a few more pages. This one is just my streetcar journal, as we like to call it on this channel, where I take my TN with me everywhere, and then when I was on the streetcar to and from Pilates or going to see friends or whatever, I would just write stream of consciousness in here with whatever pen I had at the time. And I don't like having more than two inserts in a TN at a time. So I took this one out to have this one with me. And as we know, this is my sort of social media YouTube journal, but I don't tend to write a ton in there, only when I have, like, it's all empty except for here. And also, actually, I've been using this journal a little bit for crocheting, because I picked that up recently. So I was writing out a pattern that I had found online through some YouTube videos and printed out a little diagram here so that I could remember how to make this, that little granny square. But anyway, and I have like a little collage here too. So that is my TN and how I've been using it. More to come on that one. For this journal, I haven't been using it as much. I did write in it a little bit recently. Honestly, I used to have this feeling of obligation that I had to journal quickly, or that I had to fill things up quickly, or it was better to be filling up lots of pages really fast. And over time, I've just kind of accepted that I'm not really a fast journaler in terms of filling up journals quickly. I'm really not somebody who can go through multiple of these types of journals in a year. It would have to be something I commit to the full year and, you know, get rid of all of my other hobbies and just focus on that in order to get to that point. I do go through spurts of multiple pages of writing in a few months and filling things up, and then going back to, you know, not really reaching for it as much. But I miss being in this journal, and after journaling in it, I realized how much I missed it. So I'm going to be using this a bit more. It's always been my little, you know, my kind of everything journal. Actually, I should have put my crochet stuff in here, but I just put it in my TN for some reason. Yeah, so I want to get back to this one. I have been using it a little bit, but it's just such a really nice size. I love B6. So that is this journal. Another update I wanted to give all of you is that my 1 year of no buy is still going. I'm still making sure to use the things that I have and share what I have with people. I have pet tapes that I've used quite a lot, but still have a lot to go. If you know, you know. So these things are my focus as of right now, and it's been really nice. I think the only thing I've been really tempted by is a few fountain pen inks. There's a Korean brand called Enjoyyyy. I know I'm saying that wrong, but I'm in love with their inks, and right now I'm using a sample that a friend gave me of Wayfarer, which is in this pen. It's almost done, but I am in love with it. It's a beautiful blue-green with purple shimmer, which is super unique, and I'm dying to get a full bottle of it, but I've held off, so I hope you are all proud of me. And something else Enjoyyyy has as well are these glitter potion inks that are not inks. Essentially, they are just clear glitter potions that you can take a few drops of and mix it into a sample of ink you already have, and you make it into a glitter ink. So if you have a pink ink with some really nice shading, you can add in one of their shimmers into a little sample and make it into a glitter. It's like incredible, and we all know how much I love glitter in inks. So the idea of being able to mix in different glitter colors into inks I already have that I might not use or reach for as much makes me very excited. So those are the things on my wish list right now. I have not purchased, but I think those are the things I'm most tempted by. Everything else in terms of pet tapes and other stationery hasn't been as much of a draw for me. I think I'm still coming to terms with just how much I already have. So the idea of adding more just seems excessive, which is fine. And I know some people love to collect and they love to have the latest things and try out lots of stuff. And I totally agree with you. I think if I do get a discount or a gift card, like I have enough points at Paper Game, which is, you know, one of my favorite stores, to get about $40 worth of product. And I was going through there and, well, there's lots of things I love. I still don't want to add to my hoard. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at right now with that. I think ink is the most tempting for me at the moment. And my pens are due for a clean out and a change when it comes to inks. Now I'll chat through my 5-year while I am filling it in, if you'd like to journal along with me. This really cute bookmark that I got from Eunice at Paper Plus Cloth. Shout out to Eunice. Thank you so much for this. It's just super adorable and it's the perfect addition to my 5-year, so love it. And what I like to do every time I do a new day or a new couple of days is choose one of the inks that I have in my pens. Sometimes I don't use my Kavecos so long that I forget what's in here, and then it's a surprise when I use it. I always start with the day of the week when it comes to the 5-year, because I feel like that gives so much extra context of where I was and how I might have been feeling on that day based on the day of the week that it is. I have a 9-to-5 job and I work at a bank, so it's interesting to see how work might have really affected my day or not. On Wednesday, I finished the thank you cards for all of the lovely women in my life who came to my bridal shower and gave me a gift over the long weekend. So on Wednesday, I made sure to finish all the thank you cards and mail them out pretty quickly. Being into fountain pens and nice inks is really fun when you sign a card or you're writing out a thank you note, because you get to pick a really pretty ink and it looks so much fancier than your typical, you know, black ballpoint pen. So I hope people appreciate it. I had a lot of fun writing them out. And in case you're wondering, this is Polar Glow by Diamine. It's a sample that someone shared with me, I believe. Most of my inks are actually samples. I have very few bottles. Most of them are the little vials. On Thursday, I really wasn't feeling well, unfortunately, and I ended up just kind of taking a nap right after work and skipping my Pilates class, sadly. I usually look forward to them because it's a lot of fun. I get to see my favorite instructors and get a good workout in, but I just really wasn't feeling it. Switch colors. I think, yeah, sometimes I do this for Kavecos because I can't see into them. I forget what they are, but This is Bookkeeper's Brass by Ferris Wheel Press in this one. Also, I was wrong. It is the 7th today. I thought it was the 8th. Yesterday, Friday, was really exciting because we met with a wedding coordinator and we're going to hire her for our wedding, and I'll be able to get some more help with planning and hopefully not feel so overwhelmed with everything that's going on and trying to orchestrate everything. So I'm very excited about that. I also have my tea here in my mug that I got from Japan. I can't tilt it too much because I don't want the tea to spill out, but I really, really love it. It's massive. I can put it in the dishwasher, which is key, and I love having like a big mug of tea almost every morning. It's really nice to have that while I'm journaling and starting my day off. Or even in the evening, I am known to also drink a lot of non-caffeinated tea before bed too. We also watched Inside Out 2 last night, which was really, really good. Hit a little close to home, not gonna lie. It was a great movie though, has a really important message, and I'm really happy with how they've approached it and the storytelling that they use. It was just fun. It was a good movie to watch. I've been really enjoying watching some feel-good movies in the evenings and either journaling or doing some of my other hobbies just as a way to wind down, especially since it felt like we had no time to relax the last few months. I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna see if there's enough Wayfarer ink in here to finish this entry. Usually it's fine. This is so funny. Last year on this date, I was talking about YouTube and how I want to make more videos now that it's fall and the summer busyness is over, and also writing about how I was hoping that Leuchtturm1917 would continue partnering with me, and I'm still a brand ambassador with them today and still have a great partnership with them. So it's funny to read that back and be in almost the exact same mindset. I guess September 7th is thinking about YouTube Day for me 2 years in a row. So I think I'm going to be a little bit meta and say right now I'm filming a YouTube video. I had enough ink. I think there's a lot more than I'm realizing. I will be using this ink until the pen cannot write anymore, because I'm pretty sure this is the last of the sample I have. I'm gonna be really sad when it's over, but maybe somebody will get it for me for Christmas. Okay, that is the last day of September that I want to fill in. I'm not going to fill in future days. It doesn't make sense. Thank you so much for spending the time with me, for chatting with me, for being here. I appreciate you a lot. Let me know if you like these kinds of videos, if you want to see more casual chat, journal with me, hybrid videos. I thought this would be a great one to come back to. And I love chatting with you guys and talking about what I've been up to. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.